gamer has just signed up for the app. What does it look like for them? What all can you do? What is everything that the app enables you to do with your local game stores? That's what we're going to go over in this video. You start by creating an account, and in there, once you've created your username and password, you're sent to the welcome page where you have to create your username, birthday, you add your zip code, which auto-assigns you to an area. That'll be important later. And then you have to start selecting some games. The whole experience is built around what games you follow dictates what events you see, what news you see, where the app sends you in terms of your experience. No algorithms are taking place in the app. It's just filters based on what you like to play. So we have some priority ones already set out that you can click and follow, or you can search for more. We'll add Pokemon, and we'll add some Star Wars Unlimited, and we'll go ahead and add Dungeons & Dragons as well. Once you've done that, they complete their setup, and it sends them to the home screen. The home screen here is this first latest button. This is where news shows up based on the games they followed, as well as announcements from stores in their area. The schedule is the actual activities and events that have been set up by stores. Matches are local matchmaking games that have been set up by people looking for people to play with. And then calendar is your personalized calendar. This is as you register for things. As you say, hey, I want to go and attend something, it shows up here, including your reservations that you set up through stores that have reservations enabled. And lastly, your menu page. This allows you to see which account you're in and change your avatar directly. You can go into your profile, game history, where you can see the previous games you played, who you played with. There's a message center where you can message with stores, or you can receive messages about registrations that you've made. There is the ability here to claim a store, or if you work at a store, this is My Store button would be how you enter that management of a store, your settings, and of course an FAQ and a help option. Once you've signed up for the app, you'll notice right away you're not following any stores. So there's nothing showing in your followed section here because again, we're filtering this to followed games and followed stores. But if you go to the local tab, based on that area you were assigned on your zip code, it shows you what's going on in your area. So for this, we can see because I followed game categories that included card games, I'm getting Magic the Gathering events, and local area stores, I'm getting Bat City, even though I'm not following Bat City right now. Same thing over in the matches. If there were matches in the area, they would show up. And same thing on this events and announcements. This events, it's showing you followed games and followed stores. So this is very specific. I said I like Warhammer, it's showing me Warhammer. But if I want something more general, if I go to local, now it's showing me War Games news, and it's showing me announcements from stores in my area. So let's go back to our menu, and we have the ability to go and find stores. So you can see I'm in the Austin, Round Rock, San Marcos area. It is already showing me two of the stores that are in that area. So if we go into Bat City, you can see that the way they have their profile set up, I can see their website and their Discord. I have the ability to report the store if something's going on that I'm not comfortable with. And then I've got the ability to follow it. This follow action now allows me to message the store if I want to talk to them about something. And also, if reservations are enabled by the store, I can click here to go into the registration workflow. We'll show that here in a minute. But I can see specifically to them what updates they've posted. I can see their calendar, filtering it by day to see what's going on. I can see their about section for their hours, what amenities they have, and then photos as well. So now that I'm following them, when I come back here to the schedule section, now on my followed, I'm seeing the Bat City and I'm following Magic. So I'm seeing Magic events going on. I'm seeing this Lonely Board Game Night because I'm not following board games specifically, but they did not post a specific game to it. It's just a general event. And so what you'll see on here are any general events that aren't game specific or something very specific that you follow. And you see that going on here. So let's say we've got Lonely Board Game Night coming up. I want to attend that. By clicking attend, now when I come over to my calendar button, it shows on my calendar. I've got the ability to see kind of what's going on with it. In a matchmaking game, now let's say, okay, I want to play a game. You're only allowed to set up matchmaking games at stores you follow. And this is part of the safety of the app. You're not allowed to say, let's meet at somebody's house, let's meet at somewhere else. You're only allowed to set up meetings at stores that have been verified in the app and that you're following. And let's say we want to do this for next Sunday. It'll allow me to choose what start time we want to do. And it'll block a 2-hour block. I then have to select a game. We'll do Star Wars Unlimited, select a format for that game. We're going to do just the premiere. And then we can get up to 3 other people to play with us. That would be 2 games of 2. There aren't table reservations set up. So if there were reservations were set up, you could come in here and then select a table that you want. But now if we create this game, now it's showing on the matchmaking page. And so you can go in and see who all is first hosting it, but who else has registered for it. And also now it is showing on the calendar page. Now, because I'm the one who set it up, I have the manage button where I can go in and make the edits to the game. This only shows up to the person who created it, but everyone can see the gamers button. So before you even go into this match and say, do I want to play or not? You can check and see who's playing. You can see if there's someone you know or not. You can also click on their name here to take you to their public profile. You can see how many times, how active are they? How many store check-ins? How many games have they played? What are the games that they're playing? What games do they favorite? You can also from here report a user if something goes wrong with it. And then if they have an affiliation. So I am currently affiliated with our test store, GHG Events. And so you can see, hey, I'm within the GHG Events test store. So let's go back and let's actually find a store that has reservations enabled. And so again, this is our test store and our event store, which will be traveling around the country doing things. By following it, I now have this option to make a reservation. And so with this, I'm able to click into it. It's to this store. I select my date. If I'm selecting a day they're not open, it'll tell you that. But on a day they're open, I can select the start time I want. And then it gives me the options of the tables. The tables you can see here, it'll tell you specifically what kind of table. Is it rectangle, square, circle? It'll tell you if it's in a private room or in the general setting. It'll tell you up to how many seats. Then also tell you how much it is per 2 hours. We do not collect any money in the app. All that is due at the store when you check in for your reservation. But I've got the availability to do that. I can put in a game in notes if I want to tell the store anything specific. And then I have the ability to add other people to it. So if I reserve this, I'm now on my personal calendar, and you can see I have a reservation. Because I own it, I can go into managing it, and I can invite someone to that reservation, save the changes. And now you can see under gamers, there's 2 of us, and there's 2 people notated up at the top here. So for the gaming experience, right, you can keep up with the announcements and the news on what you enjoy. You can see, again, specific or in your local area. You can see what's going on at your local stores. Again, very specific to what you like, or a more expanded local search. You can find the matchmaking. You can set up your own games or find other games that people have set up. And then we've got the personalized calendar showing you exactly what is going on. Now, all of this occurs in the app, but when you actually come into the store, there's this button up top called check-in. And this is a very unique feature to this. Each store, when it's created, has a unique QR code assigned to it. And that QR code, when you come in and press this check-in button, my camera's not working because I'm recording on this, but that right there, you scan the QR code with it, and it will ask you to confirm your check-in. And when you do that, it'll give you a little green pop-up that you have checked in. That does a couple different things. First, it qualifies you and gets you entries into drawings that we, GHG, are doing nationwide. Here in the month of March 2026, we are giving away actually a choice of a Warhammer bundle or a Magic the Gathering bundle to anyone who got an entry. Again, an entry is 1 check-in per store per day, just by checking in at your store. And that's just every time you go in, check into the store with that QR code. That also shares with the store your list of interested games. No personal information to share at the store. But remember when we signed up for our account, we said, hey, these are the games I'm interested in. Game stores know what you buy. They don't necessarily know what you're interested in when you come to the store. They don't know, hey, I wanted this, but you didn't have it. And so we're working with game stores to help them create better events, create better inventory decisions, allow them to pick up more products and the right products that people actually want, and to share that information in a way that's very casual and nonchalant is through this check-in feature where we can tell them, hey, I'm following Star Wars Unlimited. Every time I check in, the store knows, hey, someone who follows Star Wars Unlimited checked in. If they have a bunch of people who are checking in following that game, but they don't carry any of it, they can now see, hey, that's something maybe I should go and look at. The other piece with the check-ins are when you're playing games themselves, the matches and the events. What you'll see on this page is you will see a check-in button show up an hour before it starts, whenever its posted time is. And if you click that, or if you just click the regular check-in button and check in with that QR code, you will actually check in to the game or check in to the event. If it's to the event, that makes you eligible for any drawings and prizes done through the app that the store is managing. But for games, in particular matchmakings, when you check in, it will then ask you for your shirt color. And you will put in, what shirt color it is you are currently wearing. And that makes it easier so that when the next person comes in and they go to check in, they will see, hey, this person is checked in and they're wearing the shirt color. That was a feature that was asked for several people just to make it easier to find new people. Because in this matchmaking feature, you're going to be meeting new people, playing games with people you haven't necessarily played with before. So something to make it a little easier to find them in the store is this shirt color that you document when you are checking in. The last piece that I would say as we go through this is, again, the message center piece. This gives you direct access to the store. You can come in here and you can, a store cannot initiate a conversation with you unless you won a prize. If you won a prize, they can then send you a message to figure out how to get you that prize. But otherwise, you have to initiate the conversation with the store. They can't start it with you, but you can start that conversation with them, ask them questions, and they can respond back to you here directly in the app. So you have a direct communication line with them. The one piece I'll address right here at the end is what you didn't see anywhere in here is you did not see the ability to message or communicate with other gamers. This goes into our current thoughts around the safety and the initial kind of release of this app. We are really trying to drive a digital experience into an in-person experience. We want people to be finding connections, finding games, finding events, but we want those conversations to be happening in person. That's a big philosophy on why we founded this app. And so there is not the ability to message anyone directly. We're working through and looking for more feedback on potentially doing some pre-written statements you could send, things along those lines. But as it stands right now, we don't have that capability in the app. Those are the overviews of what the experience looks like for the gamer, for the average person signing up. The biggest piece I would tell you as takeaway is once you sign up, you need to come and find stores. You need to find the stores you want to follow and go follow those stores. If you're signing up in store, the easiest way to do that is to check in. If you sign up for your account and then immediately go and check into that store, checking in has you auto follow the store. You can always come in here and click it to unfollow the store, but checking in has you follow a store. And so by doing that, you will immediately then be able to see their schedule, see the matchmaking going on in the store, and start building your own personal schedule and start creating more gaming events. Thanks for going through this walkthrough of it. We are continuing to add more features. We're continuing to build it out in a more robust pattern based on the feedback we're getting. So please leave us comments on this video. Send us notes in the help section of this app. Let us know what else you want to see. What else would be helpful for you? What else would be helpful for your gaming community to help build this into a true hub to drive in-store experiences and drive more gaming in person? Thank you for going through it. Let us know what you think.